8-month-old daughter lost her life after being left in a hot car for hours. And they're blaming both deaths on this woman, the grandmother.
What's going on, everybody? Wired here. I hope you guys are having an excellent, wonderful day. And I got to bring you a bit of bad news. Unfortunately, I came across this story, which I found super interesting and horrifying, about a grandmother who has been responsible for the deaths of 2 of her grandchildren. The first one was about a year ago. A 16-month-old boy, his name was Ezra, accidentally drowned in, I guess, a lake or a pond that was outside of her house. And it was deemed just, accidental, negligent death. All that type of stuff, which is very sad for him. But apparently he got out through the backyard. Or walked out through the door and he got out. But now, just a week ago, her other granddaughter, who she was supposed to be watching, has passed away through her accidentally leaving her in the car for a couple hours, and she roasted to death. Now, this is a really horrible tale, and I don't really know what's going on here. I don't know if this is just dementia or this is just pure evil, but I'm going to play a clip for you real quick, and then we're going to get into the article.
These parents have lived through a double tragedy.
It was the very worst moment, I think, until the next worst moment.
First, their 18-month-old son Ezra drowned in a pond at his grandmother's house.
Which, hey, I mean, even in my cold, cynical heart, I would say, hey, sometimes tragedy strikes, accidents happen, and that's terrible for, the little boy that passed away drowning in the pond, but you would think probably it's an accident, right? Right?
2 days before Christmas 2021, Grandmom Tracy Nix fell asleep on her couch. Somehow, 18-month-old Ezra got out of her house. He was found face down in the pond on their property.
Grieving parents did forgive the grandmom, believing the drowning of their son was a tragic accident. You trusted her. She's your mother.
Absolutely.
See, here's where I have to interject. This is not like a lost notebook or a lost book or a lost video game or something like that. This is a child. Somebody is responsible for the death of your child, and you're just like, oh, it's all good. I don't think I would ever, no matter what relation they were to me, no matter how high of esteem I held them in, I would ever trust them with my child ever again if they led to a death of one of my children. That's absolutely ridiculous. I can't even believe these parents. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little emotional here because I'm a parent. And I only have one kid, and I probably can't even imagine what it's like to lose them, but I would never, ever, ever trust somebody who's responsible for the death of one of my children, be it accidental or no. But, these people over here, I guess they're totally cool with it. And you're going to see tragedy's going to strike again. Let's watch.
3 months after Ezra drowned, Kayla gave birth to their daughter Yuri. They even let Grandmom babysit again.
And here's where the story takes a heartbreaking turn when the unthinkable happens.
Tracy Nix went to lunch with her girlfriends. She took baby Yuri with her. When she returned home, she went inside to practice the piano, forgetting that she had left Yuri in the car seat.
What? What the fuck?
Several hours passed. Then she realized her horrifying mistake. She ran to her car, but it was too late. She found the baby dead in the scorching vehicle.
And I'm having deja vu right when I'm pulling up because I'm seeing the exact same scene that I seen when I pulled up with Ezra. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And
Yeah, you would absolutely have to agree there's a huge deja vu moment of like an oopsie or a whoops or whatever it is. Now, I'm a parent. I only have one child. But for all the parents out there, can you ever imagine, I can't even really imagine this situation happening, but can you ever imagine this situation happening? Your child is unalived, sorry, I gotta be safe for YouTube, in the care of another person, a person you trust. Are you going to say you're going to trust that person again? I'm really not trying to shame the parents here. I've realized they've gone through a terrible tragedy twice now. And that's awful. I can't even imagine what they're going through. You know, there's a word for, losing your parents. You're an orphan. There is no word for losing your children because it's just a thing that should not happen. As many words as we have in the English language, there is no word for losing a child. But I can't possibly imagine entrusting this same person with my child after I've already lost a child to this person. And like I said, I'm not trying to shame the parents, but I think that's completely irresponsible on their part. I really do. It's a lot of blind faith that I could never, ever build back up if I knew they did something like this.
Told me that my baby was dead.
Did you just go into complete shock? I mean, the pain must have been unbearable.
Absolutely. I absolutely
I
remember
called Kayla
fully
after that.
putting my phone down and screaming.
Now, grandmother Tracy Nix has been arrested, charged with aggravated manslaughter in the death of baby Yuri.
And I say to that, good, 100%. I hope she gets charged. I hope she serves times. I hope she spends the rest of her life in jail. One child passing away, that's a tragedy. That could happen, I guess. I can't really conceive it, but I guess anything is possible, obviously. But two, and especially if you had a child pass away in your care already, you would be hyper vigilant. You would imagine that it would never happen again, and yet it's happened again. Like I said, I do partially blame the parents. Never should have trusted this person, but I hope this person gets the maximum sentence. I have no sympathy for them. I don't believe this was an accident. I could be completely off base here. I'm getting a little bit emotional as a parent, but that's the way I feel.
Has not spoken to her mom since the day her second baby died.
To know that ultimately the person that brought me into the world is the person that destroyed his world, my son. That's just unbearable.
And I agree. It's a very terrible tragedy. My heart goes out to the parents, even though I would not have trusted this person again. But she is this woman's mother. She is an educator. She's experienced around children. She's obviously raised children without any incidences or anything like that. And all around, it's just a complete loss. But I don't see how this could just be negligence. I think that your hypervigilance would be up to astronomical levels if a child had been lost in your care. I hope this grandmother spends the rest of her life in prison. I could be wrong. This could be all an accident, but I really believe there's more malicious intentions behind this. And as a parent, my heart breaks for them, and especially for these two children. Pray to God, rest their souls. Anyway, that's all I got. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys all in the next one. Thanks for listening this long. Later.